Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Last week was Mental Health Awareness Week with the theme of nature. And boy, did we have a good time in the glorious Welsh outdoors. But you know us. We want every week to be Mental Health Awareness Week. So to keep that conversation going, here's a few pro tips about connecting with nature that can hopefully serve you all year round. Number 1, find nature where you are. Look, if you happen to live in the countryside or by a mountain or a babbling brook or something, then that rocks. But maybe you live in a top floor flat like me, and when you look out the window, you just see trains. But chances are, wherever you are, there's bound to be some sort of nature near you. It could be your own back garden or a community garden. It could be a park or a beach. Just have a look on Google Maps for some green space near you and see what you can find. Literally, just look for where there's green on the map. You might surprise yourself with what green spaces you find near where you live. But connecting with nature doesn't necessarily have to mean going out walking, which leads me on to number 2, use your senses. It could be listening out for birdsong in spring, or it could be smelling freshly cut grass or flowers that are in bloom. Or it could be keeping an eye out for wildlife around you, even if it's just bugs. Or it could be a cute little puppy. Or hey, even just taking a second to pause and look up at clouds or stars can give you a moment of calm. A time where you can just chill for a minute and not be on your phone or distracted by a million other things. Just be sensible about it. Sensible like senses, sensible? What? Don't look at me like that. It's a brilliant play on words and I stand by it. Number 3, bring nature to you. Maybe you can't physically get out into nature for whatever reason. That's okay. Allow me to introduce you to houseplants. Maybe the easiest way to get started with this is to find some of those potted herbs they have in supermarkets and bring those home with you. Just make sure you water them. Or you know what? Sometimes literally just listening to nature sounds can help you relax. And would you believe it, as it happens, you'll find a playlist of nature sounds at hatw.co.uk. Or you can always just search YouTube for nature videos. It's not quite the real thing, but sometimes it's about making do. And speaking of making, number 4, get creative. You know we love getting creative at Heads Above the Waves. So why not include nature in that creativity? Get outside and take some pictures of some beautiful scenery. Or take some super close-up photos of the tiny details so that you're properly paying attention to everything around you. Making a collage? Why not incorporate some leaves into it? Maybe even a dead mint plant. Or maybe think about how the natural world around you makes you feel and try to capture that in words or music. However you do it, getting creative with nature can help you form an emotional connection with nature and find meaning. So there we are, a few simple tips on connecting with nature. Remember, not all these things are necessarily going to solve all of your problems, but there's loads of great research out there to support the role that nature can play in supporting and protecting our mental health. So it's worth giving it a shot. But if you try these things and you feel like they're not making a difference for you, that's okay. You can still find loads of other ideas of things to try, as well as straight-up advice and places to talk on our website. It's hatw.co.uk. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to make like a tree and leaf.